Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Quickly to the air is Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
51 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for two here.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for two to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for two. They did. They're in control.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Now he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Down the left sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And this return. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. MIKEMINZ013's about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's Burrow to throw right away. That one caught by All, the tight end.
And now off to the races down the right side. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards.
Chase the motion man right.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Throwing. Love.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
To the air again, Love.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Love now on 2nd down. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
27 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Love throwing for it.
And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry. To set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 8-6 the score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Burrow on 3rd down. That's to his tight end all. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll drop to throw.
That is caught. He's got the first down and then some.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
39 yards.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Love now to pass on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Love now.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So first and 10 now from the 30. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. This is 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
On play action, they'll throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, what's the ball?
First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From midfield now, Burrow. Dancing to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and a couple.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Love to throw for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Love wants to shift things around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And fights through one man. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On the handoff, this is Brown. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Love. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
Logan Wilson
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got you, son.
Mike, 97. Need old blue.
To throw now. Here's Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's into the clear again. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown.
87 yards.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
First down, Love to pass.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Caught on the right side, Reed. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Go red.
In motion left goes Watson. Second down, Love. Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Love from the gun.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
We got trips over here. Trips over here.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
Mega.
26 Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Going back to Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give it to Brown.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
12.
An inside give, Brown. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
12.
Here we go with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Go Pete. Screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.